Hi there, and welcome back to another Brass Hat Diver video, and to another episode of Helmets of Hollywood. Today we're taking a look at an episode of Death Valley Days. Now, Death Valley Days was a series that featured many true accounts of the Old West. This series was created in 1930 by Ruth Woodman, and was originally a radio broadcast program that lasted until 1945, until it returned as a TV series that ran from 1952 all the way to 1970. This is Season 9, Episode 4 of the show, called The Devil's Bar, which aired in 1960, hosted by Stanley Andrews as the Old Ranger, and starred Ron Hayes, an actor and environmental activist who helped found Earth Day. This episode shares the story of a couple who uses their faith in God and a diving suit to survive in the Old West. So let's dive into the show.
Death Valley Days. Howdy, folks. I'm the Old Ranger. This could be almost any gold town in the mother lode in the year 1850. But it happens to be the town of Murphy's Flat on the upper reaches of the Sacramento River. It is here that Dan and Mary Bartlett, armed with nothing but faith in God and their fellow men, arrived to join the throng of gold seekers along the river bar that was to be known as Devil's Bar.
Well, you finished at Merritt's?
Yes.
He outfit you all right?
Yes, we got everything we needed.
Yeah, at a price, huh?
Well, you can't haggle when there's only one store.
Yeah, that man's a highbinder.
Oh, Mr. Higgins, while we're loading up, I have something for you to fix for me.
Huh? What in tarnation?
Mr. Merritt! Hank! Hey, come on out here and take a look at this.
Take a look at what?
That!
Well, that boat won't give you any more trouble, Mr. Bartlett.
Oh, well, thank you, Mr. Higgins.
What in tarnation is that? Some kind of newfangled underwear?
It's a diving suit, Mr. Merritt.
Diving suit? Well, good luck, Mr. Bartlett.
Thank you very much.
You make out what they're doing?
Looks like he's got some kind of a pump.
Hey, he's got on that diving suit.
Let's go down a little closer. Take a good look.
Yeah, let's.
That's just right, Mary. Did you, check the pump?
Yes, dear, but you will be careful, Dan.
Well, now, don't worry, Mary. Don't forget I've been thoroughly trained in this equipment.
Did you hear something?
Oh, probably one of the mules.
It could be Indians.
Well, if so, we shall simply make them welcome.
You're right, dear. They'll have to be friendly if we show them a spirit of brotherly love.
Well, a couple of prospectors, I guess.
They seem familiar.
Afternoon, gentlemen. What can we do for you?
Oh, we were just passing by. Thought we'd say howdy.
Glad you did.
Haven't we seen each other before?
Yes, ma'am. In town. My name's Alf, and this is my friend Hank. What are you aiming to do with this rig anyway, folks?
Oh, I'm going to do some prospecting on that riverbed.
You mean you're going to sit right at the bottom of that river and pan for gold?
Well, I wouldn't say exactly that. But if the gravel is rich enough, I'm going to build a sluice box on the top of that little ridge right here and wash it out.
Well, I'll be hanged. Whatever give you that idea?
Oh, my study of alluvial deposits. You see, at the bottom of that river, there might be nuggets washed down, big ones washed down from the mountainside. Well, if you gentlemen will excuse me, I'd like to get started.
Oh, go right ahead. Don't let us hold you up.
Now, Mary, remember, if anything goes wrong or if you need anything, just tug on this line here a couple of times.
Okay? I understand.
Okay.
think I've seen everything now.
That's it. Hold it. Done it.
What is it, Dan?
I'm not so sure. Well, look here, Mary.
Why, it seems like metal of some kind.
Isn't this one of the rocks I brought up from the river bottom?
Yes.
Well, there must be tons of it down there. Mary, we're going into the assay office.
But it can't be gold.
I know that, but it just might be silver.
Oh, Dan, do you really think that...
I think we ought to go to town with some samples.
Then he walks right into the water, just like he's taking a stroll down some avenue. Pretty soon he's up to his neck, then his eye.
No.
And then the water swallows him up.
Bottle red eye, Merrick.
All right, red eye, friend.
You mean you got no liquor?
That's right.
What do you think it is?
Can't say for sure, but soon let you know.
Looks like you got lucky, Mr. Bartlett.
Maybe, just maybe.
We're hoping it's silver.
What's it look like, Carl?
Did he make a strike?
Yeah, you made a strike, all right. Found one of the purest deposits of lead I ever seen.
Lead? Now, ain't that a downright dirty shame? Mr. Bartlett, I think you ought to study them alluva deposits, or whatever you call them, again. Then maybe you'll learn the difference between silver and lead.
Better luck next time, friend.
Say, are you sure it's lead, Carl?
There's no doubt about it.
Afternoon, Mrs. Bartlett.
We'd like to have a word with your husband.
Already signaled him.
Good.
Well, good afternoon, Mr. Higgins. Gentlemen, pleasure to see you.
Afternoon, Mr. Bartlett. Sorry to interrupt your work. There's a big emergency. We need your help.
Oh. Oh, I presume you mean the Indians. How can I be of help?
We need ammunition to defend ourselves.
Well, I certainly don't have any.
We need your lead, Mr. Bartlett.
My lead?
The town's nearly out of ammunition. We're going to defend ourselves against the Indians. We need bullets.
And the lead on your strike is pure enough for us to melt it down and make bullets in Jake's forge.
Oh, no, gentlemen. You can't have my lead for that purpose.
Mr. Bartlett, you and your missus are in worse danger here than we are in town.
That's right. We heard on the way up here. 2 more camps wiped out.
Yeah, the miners are all leaving the digging, up and down the river.
Well, I'm sorry, gentlemen. But I'm against violence. I will not knowingly participate in it, either directly or indirectly. You may not use my lead.
We're taking it.
Violence breeds more violence, gentlemen. Taking that lead will only mean more bloodshed. The Lord has told us in clear terms, thou shalt not kill.
Then you tell that to the Indians. Our lives are in danger.
Yeah, let's get that lead so we can start to make them bullets.
Well, where is it?
Down there, under the water.
Yeah, but how do we get it?
The same way Bartlett does, I suppose.
That's right. Somebody got to put on that suit and go down.
Well, I ain't any good at that kind of thing.
I wouldn't know nothing about it either.
Yeah, you gotta be trained to use that contraption.
Well, you're trained, Mr. Bartlett. Get that helmet back on. You bring up the lead.
I will not.
You'll go or regret it. We're a lot stronger than you are.
You're wrong, Mr. Merritt. I have an ally that you can't even see.
You get that helmet on and do as we tell you.
No.
Maybe we can figure on something else, Merritt.
What's the matter? You getting yellow? I tell you, men, it ain't good to go against a man that has them kind of convictions.
Yeah, it might be bad luck.
Well, what good it'll do to shoot him?
You're all backing down?
It makes me kind of leery to go against a man that's got the Lord's word behind him.
Yeah, fighting the Almighty is like fighting against something you can't see but you know is there.
All right, you fools. I'm riding back into town. From there, I'm hightailing it to Spring Lake. Come on.
I'm sorry I couldn't be more help to you, Mr. Higgins. But I feel very strongly about this.
I hope you never have to face the Indians, Mr. Bartlett. But if you do, you'll always be welcome at my place, with or without the lead.
Oh, Dan, I wonder
If we should be partners to shooting and killing.
No, of course not, Dan.
It was a wonderful supper, Mary. I think I have time for one more try in the water before dark.
Wait a minute, Dan. I have something to tell you. It's this. Even if we have found only lead so far, I've enjoyed every minute of it. Dive deep, dive well, said the farmer in the dell. Daniel Bartlett dove for gold. La da dee da 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 dum. Do 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 da 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 dum. Mary had a wife named Anne, and she loved to dally and she loved to spend. Daniel Bartlett fell for a goat. La da dee dee dum dum.
Bush.
Are you all right, Mary?
Yes, I'm all right.
I wonder what happened. I tried to gesture to them. that I wanted to talk and make friends, but instead they ran away.
Sometimes, Daniel, I think the Lord works in strange ways.
What do you mean, Mary?
Well, I wonder if they didn't mistake you for the devil.
Oh. I do believe you're right. So that's about all there was to it, Mr. Higgins. Except for this morning. When we got up, we came out and we found all these goods piled all around.
A peace offering from the Indians. You know, there's no question about it. They mistook you for some kind of devil god.
But where did they find all these supplies? Why, there's flour, sugar, yard goods, even fur pelts.
They belong to Merritt. The furs he got from the Indians for selling guns and ammunition. Merritt and Alf and Hank took off for Spring Lake yesterday with all this stuff from the store. I guess the Indians caught up with them after all.
Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that.
So am I, but what on earth are we going to do with all this stuff?
That kind of ties in what we wanted to talk to you folks about.
How's that?
You know, Merritt's store is empty. We'd like you and Mrs. Bartlett to set up a business in there. Why, these supplies will more than enough to get you started. What do you say?
Why, it's a wonderful idea, fine idea. Except it just doesn't seem right somehow to get a store, entire business for nothing.
For nothing. You know, Mr. Bartlett, we all laughed at you with that there diving suit. But that's what saved Murphy's Flats from the Indians.
That's right.
No, we need a storekeeper. What do you say?
Well, as long as you put it in those terms, a man could do a lot worse for himself. Like you said, Mary, ways of the Lord are sometimes strange. Mighty strange.
You've just heard the story of how a diving suit, the first ever used in the West, protected the Bartletts and the town of Murphy's Flats from the Indians. From then on, the section of the river they worked would be known as the Devil's Bar, and the suit, just like this one, which was used at this time, became an historic museum piece for posterity.
Now, the helmet used in the show is an A.J. Morris Son ink neck vent, which means air enters the helmet not through the bonnet, but through the breastplate. Now, a few unique details we can see on the helmet in the show are the partially removed clamps on the neck rings, used to hold the lifeline and the air hose, and an extra elbow on the back of the breastplate, likely used for comms. The helmet in the show is painted white, make it stand out more, but because of the paint, it does make it hard to read the serial numbers on the brails and neck ring and make out the tag. But we can still get a rough estimate of the helmet's age used in the show, based on the style of side lights. We know the helmet came out before 1916, and based on the style and position of these lashing eyes, we know the helmet's right around 1910. Now, the pump they use in the show is the A.J. Morris Son Inc. number 15 pump, which is for shallow water diving no deeper than 36 feet. This pump first appeared in the 1933 catalog and is 2-cylinder, single-acting, and is made of one bronze casting with a 2-piece iron handle. Now, the pump used in the show used the earlier style of casting on the pump body and on the handle. Now, I wouldn't recommend diving the way they did in the show. There are a few questionable things. Now, I won't go name every little thing they did wrong, but we'll talk about a few of them. Now, first, I would recommend the use of a checked valve on the back of your helmet for safety, especially for helmets that require a dress. Second, I would recommend the use of some sort of weight, either chest weight or a weight belt, to make submerging in the water just a little bit easier. Now, there are better ways to secure the air control valve. They have it tied around his waist in the show, but usually it's secured either to a stud on the breastplate and either lashed off to an eye here if these rings are not in use. And lastly, but probably one of the most important things, is always make sure your air hose is probably hooked up to the pump. The air discharge on number 15 pump comes out right here, not over here. Now, the use of diving helmets in the Old West is hardly ever talked about, but one of these stories can be found at the Nevada State Museum. There, they share the story of the El Dorado gold dredge. In 1909, the suction dredge floated across the El Dorado Canyon's mouth on the Colorado River to recover placer gold that washed down the river. In 1910, the dredge broke free of its mooring and was swept downstream and damaged beyond repair. Now, while the dredge was active, it required underwater tending. Now, the helmet on display is one of the actual helmets used on the dredge, which happens to be the same model as the helmet used in the show, which is in fantastic condition and definitely worth checking out next time you're in the area. Now, that's it for this episode of Helmets of Hollywood. We'll see you next time with another Brass Hat Diver video and another piece of dive history.